I'll tell you a very interesting experiment, which was again done online by Duncan Watts. And I think after that we'll close off this session. We were left with just one model. Maybe we can discuss it sometime else. So this experiment is quite interesting. This is similar to the previous experiment. Uh, does this also work when we don't replace the balls? So when you don't replace the ball, these probabilities will slightly change. You'll have to figure that out. I'm not sure. I think that will depend on the how you have what is the number of balls of each type. So in this particular experiment, assume that you don't replace the ball. So first time, let's say someone draws a blue ball out from, let's say, the majority blue on, then it doesn't remain a majority blue on anymore. That's the point. Now it has equal number of blue and red balls. So I need to think about it, what will happen in that scenario. What happened in this experiment was, again, we had an online website. Similar to the previous case, this website was divided into different worlds. So I'm going to create two worlds here, and people can randomly fall in any of these worlds. This was world 1 and this is world 2. And further, each of these world has sub worlds. So in this world, I have some 10 worlds here, different worlds. And similarly, I have 10 worlds here. Right? Okay. This was a website where of songs. You could actually go to this website, register, you could listen to some songs, and if you like the song, you could download the song. That's it. So in the world 1, what happened? You had some songs listed here. What you can do is you can listen to this song and you can download this song and you can rate this song. So you had some 20 songs here. Same 20 songs you have here in the second world. Again, you can listen it, download it, and rate it, right? Same in all the worlds here. So whenever you become a part of this website, you will be randomly thrown in any of these worlds. So all the people which are there in this world, they know nothing about the people here. So all you can see these as parallel worlds, as you see in some sci-fi movies. World 2 was a slightly different. So what was in World 2? You had the songs here. You could listen to a song. You could download a song. In addition to downloading a song, you could actually see how many people have previously downloaded the song. And then you can rate it. So you had a signal here which showed you that these many people have previously downloaded this song. And one more thing, all these songs were the new songs. They were chosen such that no people have heard these songs before. So you don't have any prior information. This is going to be a completely fresh information to you. And now people were allowed to come, populate the different worlds, listen to these songs, download them, rate them, so on and so forth. What happened was, so can you think what will be the difference in both of these worlds? So in world 1, you do not have any information about what other people like. So what would you see in all these sub-worlds of world 1? So if you look at songs, almost all the songs got almost equal rating. So there was not much inequality between the ratings. I would say it was almost same rating, right? For all the songs. Similarly here, all the songs had almost same rating, here also, and here also. And what more, let's say some song is the song which got the highest rating here. So the top few songs which were there. So whatever songs are in the top few here, those songs are the top few here also, here also, here also. So what is happening in this world where you do not have any external signals, you do not have any other people to tell you what is good, the content of the song or the quality of the song is actually making all the difference on how much rating it got. So it seems like this world is maintains equality. Right? What happened in this world was drastically different. So what happened here? One particular song made it to the top here, other songs were not even heard that much. Here also, some song topped, others were not heard that much. Here something happened which is called a winner takes all phenomenon. So here is an inequality between the songs. Similarly, here is a song which is the top, some song which is the top, one song which is at the top. Furthermore, what was more interesting is what is at the top here is not at the top here. So these songs were all different, right? So what it actually shows us in the world which we live, in the real world which we live, we have all the signals, there is social reinforcement, and all these factors play a role, which is called a rich gets richer phenomenon. Even when you write a scientific paper, or MTech scholars and PhD scholars would be doing that. Few of BTech students would also be doing that. What is your criteria for deciding which paper is good? Actually, if a paper has higher citations, I assume that definitely many people have cited this paper. It will be a good one. Let me also go ahead and cite it. And that particular paper gets all the more richer. So what it actually shows us in this particular real world which we are living, something is at the top. It can be an actor, it can be, let's say, some researchers or some songs or some papers. Probably if there was a parallel world which was similar to our one, probably something else would have been viral there. There would be all the more different actors which would have been famous, all the different, all the more a different researcher which is popular, so on and so forth. So what I want to state here is not that the people who got famous, they got famous because of chance. Definitely there is a correlation between the quality of a content and whether it becomes viral or not, but this social reinforcement like principles, they add noise to it. So probably there is more inequality. If there were these signals were not there, this inequality would have been less. Uh, we have 5 minutes left. I'll just stop sharing my screen. We were just left